Next thing I want to talk about on how to play Star Atlas is the Star Atlas tokens that you will need in order to engage in different of the gameplay styles. The first thing, like I said, the prerequisite is starting with $100 in USDC. So the first thing you want to do is be able to get that into your wallet. Again, I do have a different video series that's much more of a beginning guide to cryptocurrency and blockchains. I'll provide a link so you can go through those if you want to. But to kind of move forward on this, we'll assume you already have that in your wallet. So I have chosen to use what's called a Phantom wallet. And it's a little kind of ghost symbol. Again, I'm not going to go through how to install or how to get the tokens in there. But if we open it up, we'll see that I do have $100 in USDC in there. So the first thing we want to do is actually purchase some Solana. So Solana is the Sol is the token used on the Solana blockchain, which is what Star Atlas is built on top. So we need some of this to enable all the different transaction fees that occur as you do different commands within the Star Atlas game. So we actually want to go ahead and swap, it's called, some of our USDC, so our United States dollars, into Solana, Sol, tokens, coins, however you want to use it. The Phantom wallet does that within itself, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we click on the button here for swap. We then say which do we want to start with. So we want to start with USDC, and then we select a token to move that into. And again, we select Solana or Sol here. I want to swap 20 USDC. So type in 20 there. And that basically shows me that I'm going to get 0.11468 of SLO for about $19.82. The reason why it's not exact is, again, there's some fees associated with this command. And basically any blockchain command does have transaction fees. So if everything looks good, we can go ahead and review the order. And this is great. I don't have any SOL in there, so I can't swap for SOL. In hindsight, and I intentionally broke this so I could show you what it is, you must have some SOL to start with. Well, how do you start with SOL in your, or Solana in your account? Again, you would have to do that in whatever method you did to put the actual money in there. So there's so many different ways to do it, but you do need a little bit here. And again, if we go ahead and click review order again, we'll say it's not enough, and what's required is a very, very small amount, 0.002. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to go ahead and transfer in, I'll say 0.005 from another wallet to set this up. But again, I wanted to show you basically, even though I said $100, it's really $100 plus a few extra pennies of SOL tokens to get started. So give me a minute, or actually you won't even notice because we'll just start next right back up. Okay, so I've gone ahead and transferred that Solana into this wallet. And if we go ahead and check Phantom here, we'll see that there is now a very small amount of Solana, so 86 cents. Again, you could take that out of the 100, make that $99. Again, it all works out one way or another. But again, as a prerequisite, take the $100 or however you get it onto the blockchain, and then make sure you have a little bit here before you get into this next step. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that swap command again. So we'll say swap. This time we want to again swap from USDC, select the token to be Solana, and type in 20. Okay, go ahead and review all the different information here. If everything looks good, go ahead and say review order. It'll show us the best price, some different, here's a fee that we needed to get started, and different things like that. If everything looks good, go ahead and hit swap. And the swapping of the tokens has occurred, and it's done. So now if we close and we go back to the beginning, the little dollar sign here, we'll still have $100, but now we only have 80 USDC, and we have the 0.1 such and such, so around about $20.78. So we've got our SOL in there. Now, additionally, we would want to purchase, or swap in this case, some of our USDC for the two Star Atlas tokens. The Atlas token is used for in-game utility, and the POLIS token is used for the governance related to the Star Atlas DAO. So let's go ahead and buy a little bit of those to get started. So again, we'll go ahead and do the swap command. Okay, and make it USDC, and when we select tokens, we want to type in Atlas. And well, happened to the POLIS, the Star Atlas DAO one came up, but again, we're looking at Star Atlas token here. And here's where this kind of interface kind of gets a little weird. I really want to get about 10,000 Atlas. So I'm just going to type in some numbers and see what gets close. So let's say $10. Okay, about 59,000. Let's try $18. Good enough, close enough. So we'll put $18 in at that one. So again, this is going to swap $18 of USDC for 10,623.1. And if everything looks good, we do review order. And then we go ahead and hit swap. And those tokens are now swapped and deposited into our wallet. Okay, all done. And we'll go back and we'll see that our $18 have been removed here, and basically it's moved down to the Star Atlas. So let's go ahead and also go ahead and swap for some POLIS. So again, we'll do swap, drop down USDC, do search. Let's type in, this time we'll type in POLIS, which again will be the Star Atlas DAO. And this one we don't really want a ton of POLIS, so I'm going to only do $1, and that gets me 10, and that's good enough for what we want to do and for me to show. Again, you can always change these amounts to be whatever. I'm just kind of going through the process based on the given thing I said, which is to basically start the game with about $100. So we'll go ahead and do review order, and we'll swap. And done, and we'll go back to the first screen, and we'll see we have still have our USDC, now down to $61. We have our Solana, and we have 10,000 plus of our Star Atlas token, and about 10 of our POLIS token, Atlas and POLIS there. So that basically completes this first step, which is setting up all the tokens we need to play Star Atlas.